What does brawl out mean?
Well, there was a little circumstance in AEW back in the day, and you used to run talent relations in WWE. What would protocol have been way back when if a couple of guys got into a skirmish backstage and
Yeah.
maybe some of it made public headlines? I'm sure something like this has happened before in your day. What was the protocol in wrestling once upon a time?
Well, my protocol would be to get all the involved parties into a room and settle it as quickly as soon after it happened as you possibly could,
Right.
and communicate, and I don't, that's hard to do sometimes. Some guys have their feelings hurt, or they're angry, or they feel like they have an issue. Uh, but I'd say, getting the crew together that's involved in this atrocity is what I would try to accomplish, and talk it out, and keep cooler heads should prevail, and communicate. As simple as that. But it boils down to that, quite frankly. At the end of the day, how well did we communicate on this matter? And that's and you want to do it while it's still hot. You want to do it while it's still fresh in everybody's mind, and let people express themselves in a civil and professional way. Because Watts told me years ago there's more than one right way to do a wrestling angle or a storyline,
Right.
and I believe that. So everybody's got their cause and everybody's got their reasons for doing what they did, and whether the reasons are right or on the money or not or what have you, I don't know. It's up to the individual who's looking at it. But you got to communicate. You got to get everybody together and communicate. And when you leave, hopefully you'll have a resolve, and hopefully you'll have people prioritizing the company first.
Right.
If any of these issues occur that don't promote the company and make it better for the company, then you're on the wrong road.
Yes.
The company has to come first. I said this many times to talents. We have to take care of the goose, because this goose that we have access to lays golden eggs that we deposit in the bank. So to me, that's the bottom line. Communication is the key thing, and doing it on a timely basis is also important.
It's also, we talked about social media earlier. This is probably also maybe one of the more challenging times in history just to get everybody on the same page because there's so much emotion that goes into social media. It oftentimes feels as if you compliment one thing, you must be slandering something else.
Yeah,
It's a no-win circumstance. But I think what you said about conflict resolution probably exists not just in athletics or entertainment, but just all walks of life.
yeah.
Communication is the key to life, no?
Oh, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. For all of us, for anything that we do,
Yes.
communication is the key. And but it's a delicate thing. You kind of got to play know your room, and who's paying attention, and who's contributing, and who's speaking their piece without becoming an agitator or an instigator. Let's put all that shit aside, and how can we figure out a solution that fits the needs of your company? And I look at it that way. The company's got to come first, period. And if you can't play within those confines, then really you need to find another place to ply your trade. Company's got to come first, Conrad, period. End of the day. And I'm not, that whole thing was a touchy issue, and it still is a touchy issue. So, but communicating is the bottom line. Everybody's got to be in the room, and everybody's got to participate to some degree that they're comfortable doing.